Ooh, partnership is really scary.
It's important to remember that your values are not numbers.
People will always stay for the person.
What's the rush?
Exactly.
Enjoy the ride. Lovely listeners who enjoy lovely things. It has been a while. It has been, I'm going to say about 6 months. I don't know, this year has just been a blur. It's been a while, Grim. It's been a while. But welcome back around the bonfire. I have picked up a heckin' beautiful lady to my side. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everybody, my name is Grimsevers, you can call me Grim. I am a part-time variety streamer over on twitch.tv/Grimsevers. I stream RPGs, indie games, and The Sims. A lot of Sims. And I'm also, as a full-time job, I work in indie game development. I'm a marketer and community manager at Auroch Digital, who are an indie studio in Bristol and have made games like Mars Horizon, which is out in like 5 days from now. Depends when this video goes live, but whatever. And some other games, some like tabletop to digital games like Ogre and Chainsaw Warrior and stuff like that. And yeah, that is me in a nutshell, I guess. That's me.
I mean, that was pretty good. Like, it's almost
Thanks.
it's almost like you're good at talking about yourself. It's almost like you're a streamer.
Almost.
So Grim and I met obviously through our Twitch team. Heckin' big up the Luminary. And today we're going to talk about Twitch teams, about stream teams. Did you know their actual official name is Twitch Teams? I was looking at it and I was like, it doesn't look right. I'm pretty sure it's Stream Team, but no, it's Twitch Stream.
Yeah, Twitch team.
Twitch
doesn't
Team.
sound right.
But I thought we could just warm up because, like I mentioned, it's been a while, and Grim approached me and we were talking for a while about doing a podcast, and you know, if it goes well, we might do more. It depends, you know, it really depends if you guys, you know, if you guys subscribe. It really does depend if you guys like the video and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I had to shoehorn that in. I had to.
Like and subscribe.
So I guess it would be a really good place to start just by saying, obviously, you mentioned you were a part-time streamer. How long have you been streaming?
I've been streaming since March 2019. So a year and 6 months-ish, a bit more. Yeah.
Nice. So, and in that kind of time, have you joined any stream teams?
Oh, well, maybe. So actually, I've got a funny story about my first ever stream team that I joined, and it was a stream team called Twitch Kittens, which I have now left because there was a lot of controversy around it. So I left it. But basically, I first got accepted onto Twitch Kittens by accident because they accidentally went through and blanket accepted anybody who'd applied. So I got onto their community stream team as a total fluke, and it made me feel like really bad about it for ages.
That's amazing, though. You know, do you believe in destiny? Sometimes things happen for a reason. Although by the sounds of it,
Twitch Kittens was so big that it was like there was so many people in it. I was like, is this what stream teams are? But we're gonna get onto like the size of stream teams later, so I won't get too into that. But like that was my first experience of Twitch teams. That was my first experience of Twitch teams, was accidentally getting taken on. So that was that was a Phil's bad man moment. But I then got accepted, I think, onto Stream Gifts was my next one, which also isn't really that much of, well, it's a stream team in a sense that, you know, you're all in the same beta program, and it basically, you all just have the same accessibility, and the Discord is basically just all about all their patch updates and stuff. But that wasn't really that much of a stream team. Well, I'm still on it. It's not that much of a stream team in the way that other stream teams are, because I'm now on Plant Army, which is my next one, which I always wanted to be on. I always wanted to be on Plant Army because I found so many of my favourite streamers through Plant Army, like Baimi. Baimi's on Plant Army. She's also part of Team Luminary, and I found her through Plant Army. And then Sis invited me to join Team Luminary with a bunch of really awesome gals who I've looked up to since I started streaming, and I was like, are you sure? Did you mean this?
I thought the same. I was like, please, can I join?
Sis was like, do you want to join it? And I was like, oh, I've been streaming like all these other people, the stream team are like so much bigger than I am, and I was like, okay.
No, but you've touched upon a few really good things there. But I realized we didn't actually really explain what a stream team is, because when I got accepted into Team Luminary, or rather when I guess forced us to send me the invite, I did a big announcement. I was like, guys, I'm so excited. I'm in a new stream team. And they were like, cool. What does that mean? So basically, a Twitch team is a Twitch partner can make a Twitch team, and of course, Sar started Luminary, and that's what led me to finally actually properly meet Grim, because I'd heard of you, but I'd never actually had the pleasure.
Yeah, likewise.
So Twitch partners can make a stream team. They can actually have a maximum of 2, which I didn't know. I obviously was looking this up before the stream, and I was like, God, imagine running a stream team. Imagine running 2.
Never.
How do people have the time? So basically what they are is it's for, I guess it's super loose. I always just really like them as a really nice way to make friends, because it's not unless you're Twitch kittens, it's not like they just let anyone join. There's quite often an application process, and there's quite often a lot of people that apply and only a few that get in. So I am in a couple of Twitch teams at the minute, and I just kind of treat them as I know everyone on this team is going to be awesome. So it's almost like a free ticket to a bunch of people that you just know you're going to get on with. Sometimes in Twitch you feel like a drop in the ocean, and you're kind of looking around looking for new people to get to know, and it's just overwhelming. So that's, I guess, what Twitch teams are for me. What sort of made you want to get involved? You mentioned Planet Army had a lot of your favorite streamers.
Yeah, so obviously, my first experience of Twitch teams was getting really overwhelmed with how many people were in this Twitch team, and you in Twitch Kittens you leveled up within the team.
Oh god, a royale thing.
Yeah, and then you could apply to be part of their official team. So they had a community team, and then they had another team which was full of people who were bigger and more active members of the community, and in the Discord you level up depending on how active you are in there. So it was a bit of an overwhelming first experience. Plant Army is smaller, quite a lot smaller, and was really nice because while it was still quite overwhelming, I think there were 200 plus people in it at the moment. It's still quite overwhelming to get to know that many people, but it is really nice to be able to find other people on your team. It's really good for finding people to raid, and then when you raid people, you obviously chat to them and you get to know them, and then it was just nice to send people from your community to someone else's community that they'd enjoy, and you would know that they would enjoy it because they've also been accepted onto this stream team. So you can I always get really nervous about raiding strangers or new people, because you never know how it could go down. They could have they could be streaming a very similar game to you, and then their content could be so wildly different that it's a bit of a turn off for your own audience and your own community and stuff, and then they might be oh, I didn't really like the last raid that Grim did, so I'm not going to follow this one through or whatever. So it's always a bit of a worry. So stream teams for me are being able to such a buzzword, but network with other streamers.
It's true, that's what it's called.
It
is.
It is a very frustrating term because it has got so many people just use it as a negative thing now, but networking on Twitch is really important, and you don't really get anywhere without knowing other people, because you're colleagues and you should know your colleagues to help improve your own content and stuff. But yeah, the Plant Army stream team was great to join because I knew that I liked the people on that team, and I knew that I enjoyed their content. So as soon as I was accepted onto it, I was like, oh my god, I'm finally one of them. This was amazing. But yeah, it was just really nice to join it and to meet new people that were similar to me, and I could make some friends from it. So
oh, it's fantastic, especially when your team has a Discord server as well. For example, especially it's just, so we have obviously IRL friends, partners, etc., close friends, but they don't always necessarily understand what it's like to be a streamer, what it's like to be a female streamer, what it's like to be a gamer, etc. The list goes on. There's always going to be things you come up against, and you just feel too uncomfortable to speak to someone that just doesn't understand it, because you could try oh god, my husband, bless, I try and explain to him. I was like, oh, this thing happened in Discord, I don't know what to do in mods and stuff, and he'd be like, just kick them all. I'd be like, no.
Yes.
So just having somewhere that you know that there's people who have bound to have gone through the similar kind of situations as you. There's always someone more experienced than you as well, as I've found, which is great to refer to, and just people can help each other out, and it's really nice. It is really mutually beneficial as well. There's literally no drawback to being in a Twitch team, unless of course you're like in about 10 of them, in which case people maybe start looking at you as like, all right, okay.
Yeah. I have definitely held back on applying for stream teams. Now I'm in like technically four, including Stream Gifts. I'm in Rage Club, Luminary, Plant Army, and Stream Gifts.
I almost forgot about Rage Club. Like, I forgot because Grim, of course, just recently got a hack and accepted. Yeah.
I'm a Rage Club baby.
It's so cool. So, yeah, Rage Club is my other team. I realised I never actually said what my experience with stream teams were, so we could take a little segue with that. But just on a few things, like, I've been streaming 3.5 years now, and I had been streaming for a year, about a year and a half actually, when I came across, because I watched a lot of Ashney Christ, who does like stream advice videos on YouTube. Highly recommend, actually. A lot of the things I kind of watch them and I'm like, oh, that doesn't apply to me, but then it quite often sparks inspiration for other things. Yeah. So she announced she was starting her own stream team. And I was smitten. I was so in love with the idea of being on her stream team. So that was my very first team, and I got in, and I met a lot of really cool people that I still talk to today. So that was nice. Unfortunately, we kind of all there was too many of us. I think we just sort of suffered from, like, because Ashley, of course, was very busy, and she didn't really like have much engagement. Like, we all just sort of like drifted apart, and that's okay because it happens. We had some good times. That is another very real part of a stream team. Like, the thing is, like, it's a team effort. Like, it's not just down to one person to keep it going. So yeah, it happens. Sometimes they don't work out. And then I had the opportunity to get an application into Rage Club because I'm really friendly with Sadia, of course, because she is my people.
She is your people.
I think because she had a big application process. There were tons of people that applied, and I was like, oh, well, on my application, I literally just put one sentence about how I wanted to touch her bum or something like that. I can't remember what I wrote, but then I was like, ooh, actually, now that I've seen how many people are applying to this, I probably should have put a serious application in. But we'll talk about applications in a bit. But I got into that amazingly, which was great. And then, of course, you're in it as well, which means you're also great. And then, of course,
I didn't put anything about bum touching, though.
Well, I thought I was trying to be edgy.
Well enough. Yeah, no, that's fair. I did write about me saying piss a lot, so that's me being edgy.
Sometimes it's hard to stand out, but yeah, like I say, more on that later. Luminary for me was just like, it was so nice to be so, like, part of such a small team as well. So I've had a bit of experience with, like, a really big team, a big team, and a small team as well. What was I talking about before that? I guess we could talk about the differences between big teams and small teams, obviously, because we're both in both. Obviously, like you were saying as well, like, Plant Army has 200 members, but not everyone's all going to be on at the same time. You will get used to the same kind of people being on, raiding each other, that kind of thing. Even in Discord as well, you'll get people up at certain windows.
Yeah, true, very true.
So big teams do have advantages in that, literally, if everyone follows each other, you're bound to come across like a huge chunk of people that fit your kind of niche. But I can't help but feel that small teams has just like blown my mind. Like how nice it can be. Even just all the little co-streams we've been doing is so good.
Oh, I know, they're so good. Oh, I absolutely love being part of Luminary. Like, absolutely, I think more stream teams should be smaller. Like, I think it's great having a big one, or like a big-ish one. Like, Rage Club isn't that big. I think Rage Club's a big size.
60, maybe about 80 or so.
Yeah, I think it's a good size. I think Plant Army is not too big either, but the problem is, like, obviously new streamers start coming out and then they want to be on the same stream team, so stream teams are going to keep opening applications and stuff. So it's just wondering, like, it's obviously down to the stream team owners and like organizers when they stop opening their applications and just say enough is enough.
Yeah.
But like Team Luminary it's so good.
It's so different. They're both good though. They both have their advantages, but I think we both are being slightly biased towards Luminary at the minute because obviously we're both in it. Rage Club, we still love you quite a lot.
We do love you, Rage Club. We do. I'm very new there, but it's a very nice place to be. I'm having a good time in the Discord. I lurk mostly, but I'm always watching.
Yeah, the Discord is very busy, very bustling. I really, really like reading the advice channels and stuff like that, just coming up against like people asking technology questions and stuff like that, because chances are, like I said, if I read it the now, I might have that problem in the future, so it's good to know.
Yeah.
Events and stuff as well, like so we mentioned co-streaming, which is something we kind of just do quite casually in Luminary. We've had a couple ladies' nights.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Which have been really organised, but then we do like sort of impromptu kind of ghost hunting sessions and stuff like that. But of course charity events as well. So as part of Rage Club, we did a very big week-long event back in October there. And then we actually did a smaller one as part of Luminary as well. That was a fun month for me.
Yeah, October's always very charity heavy.
Why October? Like, it's Halloween. Like,
if any charities are watching, please spread your charity streams out throughout the year, please.
What's wrong with February?
Yeah, what's wrong with February? Though that being said, I did do a cats protection charity stream in March, which felt like last year. So when I came around to doing it this year in October, I was like, I did this last October too, and I was like, nope, I did it in March.
It just feels like it's been a year since March.
Yay.
Yeah, the charity streams have been great. Yeah, it just
have.
feels, it's so corny, but it just feels so good to be proud of being a part of something. I feel like I get that same sort of pride, not to the same extent, but just like being a part of Twitch, being a streamer. But like being a Twitch in a team is like a whole other level. It's just so nice.
No, it's so good. Like all the charity stuff that I wasn't part of Rage Club when you did that big charity stint, but the stuff we did with Luminary was amazing.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and it was great. And you know, I don't know, it's just so heartwarming to see communities pull together and support each other's communities. It's like I can see our communities like mingling and like appearing in other people's streams and stuff, and like everybody came together for the charity stream, and it was just really nice, and everybody like it just gets to know everybody, and it's just really, I just find it so heartwarming. Like I started up the Strem Friends Discord, which is the like a networking Discord for streamers, which isn't a stream team because I am not a partner, but I set it up, and we're nearly at 400 members now, which I'm quite impressed by. But we did a charity event as well in October, because obviously who doesn't do a charity event in October? And even that was nice, because that's not even an official stream team, but yet we had a 24-hour stream with like 11 different streamers doing different stints, and it was amazing.
That's
and,
so
like,
good. I actually
so
need to
good.
join that, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm
you
in
should.
yet.
That's okay. There's people. We're in a lot of Discords. Everyone is in a lot of Discord. As a streamer, you're in too many Discords.
It's true.
I pretty much only join Discords now to get the emotes for people I'm sub to, because I never have time to chat in anyone else's Discord. Like I do try. Every now and then I'm like, I'm gonna give it a go, and then I'm like,
It's
I'm
hard.
like an hour in, and I'm like, wow, I've lost track of this conversation.
It's hard. I have my own, and then I have my two teams, and I struggle. Anything beyond that, to be honest, it's totally normal, I would say.
It is I'm in way too many. I'm gonna reach the limit soon, but it's fine. It's okay.
Limit's like 50, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've got a lot of ones for work as well, and then I've got a lot of different ones for indie games and stuff. I'm just in too many.
Thank God for folders. Folders were life changing.
Oh my God, they're so good. I love folders. They're amazing. But yeah, no, I love the sense of everybody just coming together and finding a common ground, and that the stream teams can do that, and I think it's really nice.
Yeah, the one big thing is like obviously like not everyone can join. A team will have its sort of individual rules, values. There are some teams that like don't have mature channels, for example. So you want to, I guess it just like, you want to make sure that the team that you think is right for you is actually right for you, because it could turn out that like, for example, with Rage Club, like a lot of people play a lot of Dark Souls, but we're not like a Dark Souls team.
I was very surprised to be accepted into Rage Club when I was like, oh, so many people play really angry games, but then I do get very angry at The Sims.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I rage at that game a lot.
The values, as long as your values line up, like, you'll be fine. Like, you might think, oh, that team is probably not good for me, it's too big, but then it turns out they're all really, really good at welcoming new members. You don't know. So it's kind of hard. Like, how did you decide, like, what made you apply for Rage Club? Just because that was fairly recently. How did you decide that that was a good team for you?
Again, I think I had a look at the streamers that were already on it, and I was like, this is a team full of people I watch, a team of people who I enjoy the content of, and I think you pretty much enjoy the content that's similar to your own. I don't think you watch things that you wouldn't stream yourself necessarily. Like, you can watch people play games that you wouldn't stream or play, but I think the person streaming is always the thing that brings me to a stream rather than what they're playing. I will watch a stream for the person rather than for their game. Maybe their game got me to the stream and I stayed for the person, and I'll watch them play like pretty much anything. So I think that because I enjoy people's content in Rage Club, I was like, oh, maybe I would fit as well because I like this stuff. And it wasn't like Rage Club makes it sound like it's like proper salty, like everybody gets angry about everything, and then there's some really chill streamers in there who like don't get angry about anything ever or play angry games. So I was like, I could fit in this, I could squeeze
It's ironic.
It is ironic. It's very ironic.
I keep saying how nice it was that they decided to name the team after me. Don't rage quit. Rage Club.
Rage Club, yeah. Very good.
But yeah. So for me, it was kind of the same. So obviously, I was just like, well, Saria's making a team, I'm in. Because I'd met her in real life and obviously watched a ton of her content. I was like, I'm in. Similarly with Sis as well. I was like, right, Sis Stars is one of my favorite streamers ever. Like, subbed to her for 2 years. I'm in. If I, like, basically, it made me feel like, sugar, this means I'm kind of like on your level. In a way, like being in a team with these people. So I was just like, maybe that's selfish. I don't know, but did I join for an eco trip? I don't know, but that's sort of like what made me wanna join. And obviously, if I then realized that they were being oh, you have to do X number of raids to me as your leader, or you're not allowed to join in. Obviously, then you would realize that it wouldn't be the team for you.
No. Yeah, there are definitely different parameters for different people in different stream teams. And I think that the biggest problem I had with Twitch Kittens was it felt like it was very much a supporting, like, it felt like more like a follow for follow kind of vibe, rather than like, or like you watch my stream, I'll watch your stream, you talk loads in the Discord, you'll get further up in the Twitch team, and then more people will like get access to your content. Because
I guess the funny thing is with teams is they kind of are a support for support, but you do it because you want to.
Yes.
Not
and
because
the difference with Twitch Kittens was I don't think there was any kind of despite the fact I got in on accident. The difference is like it wasn't about content or anything. It kind of I don't really know what they were looking for because I just got in with like a whole bunch of like 100 other people by accident. So I don't really think that it was like, I don't think they even reviewed my application. Like, I didn't really feel like I was in there for any reason other than, whoops.
Seemed like a nice person. Let's go. Oh, yeah. She's women. Let's get her.
So I like with Rage Club and like Plant Army, I will go through the lists and I will like watch people and I will like, support people and follow people and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't feel like it's there for that kind of, it doesn't feel like you're there to, just inflate views for no reason, to try and get to affiliate, to try and get to partner. It just feels like you're there because you have stuff in common, basically.
Like us repping the team, like with a panel banner or a t-shirt or something like that. Luminary t-shirts when, by the way. Like,
right? Yes.
That is not, we're not doing that for anyone else. That is like a badge of honor, like for ourselves. Like if you feel proud to represent, kind of thing.
Yeah, it is so cool being in a Twitch team.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it is really cool.
Yeah, I think the underlying thing is though it is really cool, but is it necessary? Should an aspiring affiliate say you've got 20 average viewers? Because I was on 30 average before I ever joined a team. I was like, oh, I don't think I need a team. I don't know. do you need it?
Well, this is the thing. I don't think I applied for Plant Army purely for a status thing, because I was like, if I'm on this Plant Army with all of my favorite streamers, then I am going to be their favorite streamer too. So I was like, I need to be on it. I need to be on it. It's my only goal on Twitch, is to become a Plant Army member. But I don't think you need to be on a stream team. I know plenty of people who, I don't know, got on a stream team quite late or just haven't bothered at all, and they're still, you know, they've still got friends within the community. You can still be friends with other streamers. You don't need a stream team to do it.
Exactly.
It's a quick and easy way to find other streamers, and a quick and easy way to become friends with other streamers, because you don't have to awkwardly slide into DMs. You can just be in like a general chat with people, which is nice. Or with Scissor's thing, you can just be thrown into a group DM and just be like, she was like, you don't know anyone, like not many of you know each other, but
it was a DM for ages before we were like, we should probably make a server, eh?
Oh my god, yeah. That Twitter DM was like so long and hard to keep up with. I was like, oh my god, what is this?
There is, of course, the thing as well, when you are trying to naturally network, when you are trying to learn from other streamers, you tend to ask questions when you're trying to learn, and it can come across a little bit of like, as like breaking etiquette, kind of as being a little bit self-promo-y, even if you don't mean it that way. Like, there are people, maybe like myself, I don't know, I'm quite sensitive, I don't know, that do jump to conclusions. So you're always like, as a viewer that is also a streamer, you're also kind of like, oh, I really want to ask how they did that camera border, but oh, I don't want to sound. So you can obviously network and get to know, like, get everything you could get out of a team without being in a team, but it's better to be in a team.
Yeah, I think I definitely agree. Like, it's so difficult trying to befriend streamers without making it feel like you're doing it because you want them to give you a shout out in the next stream or whatever. Like, it makes me feel very uncomfortable going into someone's stream and just getting an immediate shout out, because I'm like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to support you. I'm here to be a viewer. I'm not here to be as like for you. It's nice that you're giving me the shout out because you recognize me as a fellow streamer and stuff, but like, I don't necessarily, that's not why I'm here. Like,
is this like if it's a teammate or if it's just a...
No, just like a random like streamer that you also know. Like, for teammates, I've like made the exception for that, and like if I want to shout out a streamer because I'm speaking about their content or whatever, that's when I used to shout out every streamer that came into my stream. And then I realized whenever I went in someone else's stream and that happened to me, I'd be like, oh god, now it looks like I've just come in here to like self-promo, when obviously I don't know how many people take it like that. I didn't take it like that when people come into my streams, but I started feeling like that in other people's streams. And then it made me feel like, hang on, if I say, hey, can I like chat to you and to another streamer, are they gonna think that I'm just doing it for like personal gain? Especially when I was a small streamer and I was like getting friendly with like bigger streamers. I felt like, I didn't want to feel like I was like encroaching on them and like just trying to like force them into a friendship. So the stream teams has like helped me get rid of that anxiety, and it's been nice. And the reason I made Strem friends was because I was too worried about coming across like I was trying to poach other people's like, you know, chats by talking about myself and stuff. And like, it made me feel really uncomfortable for the longest time. So I was like, I'm going to make a server where people can just be friends with each other. And that's all Strem Friends is, because there is no promo. You cannot promo in it whatsoever. You just chat, make friends, and then people can find you if they wish. And that was what I needed.
That is basically just no, it's all good. Yeah, you've just described a giant stream team, really. So even if it's not official, you kind of are.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's definitely a weird one, but it's just, I just felt really awful going into people's streams and just feeling like I was only there for myself and not for them, when I just was there to support people, basically.
I would definitely be up for chatting about networking sometimes, the do's and the don'ts, if that is something that people are interested in listening to. Maybe
do
let
like
us
this
know.
video. Put it in the comments.
But just on the subject there of Strem Friends, how does one apply? What sort of things should I put in my application? Look at this segue! Look at this segue! So yeah, basically a lot of big teams that have a lot of applicants. For example, we did mention Rage Club just did a recruitment push, and she had about 300 applications, which is insane.
Yeah, that's a lot. It was only open 24 hours, wasn't it?
She had to, otherwise it would have just been mental.
That's bonkers to
maybe
me.
Maybe it wasn't as much as 300. Maybe I'm inflating it just to make it sound more impressive.
I think it was a lot.
It was a lot.
She also went through applications that had been sent in the past as well, didn't she? Right. So that is a big thing. That's a huge thing. Like,
so it's just like anything else. It's like just with any aspect of your content, of your streaming, of your YouTubes, of your stuff, of your podcasts. I mean, we try. How do you stand out? How on earth do you stand out? Because there's the easy questions like, hello, what are your concurrents? And then there is, tell us about what makes you unique. What the flip do you put on that application?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult writing things about you that are like, this is what makes me stand out from the crowd, when there are so many streamers that probably do exactly what you do still, but you need to like really stand out from that crowd. And for me, it's the fact that I just say the word piss a lot. I think that's all I have going for me. I don't honestly know what got me accepted into any of these stream groups, and I honestly don't even know why Sis asked me to be. I don't know if Sis has even watched that many of my streams, honestly. Like, sometimes she comes into my chat and just insults me, and then she just goes again.
Maybe that's what she likes to get out of your content, okay? We all get different things out of content.
She just likes to aggravate me in my stream. I don't know, but you've got to watch your own streams back, I think, is the important thing. Watch your own streams back, figure out what you like about your streams, what makes you, like, continue doing your streams in that way, because you can only really continue doing the content you do if you keep reviewing your content. If you review your content and you're like, hey, that was absolute shite, piss, then you have to figure out what you're doing wrong and come back to it. And if you don't like your content, how are you going to make other people like your content? So I think I just focus on the things. I don't even know what I said in my applications. Like,
it's all a blur, yeah.
It is all a blur. Definitely probably fangirled in Plant Army and was like, oh my god, I've been following Plant Army since I started streaming. Oh my god. Like,
I mean, that is quite charming. I think showing a level of knowledge about the team that you're applying to does help you. So you saying like, oh, I know you guys, like I like you guys, I want to be one of you guys. Is like you joked about it, but that is good. It is good to sort of like, don't just put a generic sort of like, hello, I like your team, please let me join your team. Be like, oh no, Rage Club, I really think it's really funny because I'm like the most chilled out gamer. Like, so just, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it all comes down to standing out, being unique, but not lying as well, of course, because if you promise something and you don't deliver it, have fun with them ramifications, pal.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you are completely honest in your applications. If you are not a family-friendly streamer and you apply for a family-friendly stream team, don't do that.
Have fun.
Don't do that. Just don't do that. Imagine, you have to mark your whole stream, like your whole channel is family-friendly as well. So that's a big lie. That's a really easy lie to find, is like, have called out. So just be honest, just be yourself.
Yeah.
And if you think that there's nothing like that would make a stream team accept you, then watch your content back and then be like, why would I watch my content? And then put that in, because that's what makes you you, and that's what makes your content different from other people and stand out.
Oh my god, I see Cat.
Yeah, there's Cat. Here's Panda. You coming up? You're gonna come up? You are, aren't you?
I think if it comes to the stage where you're really, really struggling and you're like, I can't think of anything, what makes me unique, then you're probably not at the stage where you're ready to be in a stream team. You're probably worrying about it too much, and it's not really worth the hassle, really. Like we said, they're not a necessity. They are just a really nice extra if you are starting to take streaming a bit more seriously. If it all seems a bit overwhelming, Cat, but
this is Panda. It's my mum's cat.
If it all seems a bit overwhelming, maybe just take a step back and evaluate your content itself before worrying about applications and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you need to be ready in yourself on Twitch. Excuse me, Panda. You need to be ready in yourself on Twitch before you can apply for a stream team. Stream teams are quite a big deal, and they're not the be all and end all, but they are like a big thing. So you want to make sure that you're applying for the right teams, and don't just apply to every team willy-nilly. And if you don't get into a team, like, that also isn't the end of the world. Like, it might feel, like, quite upsetting. And so, like, I didn't get into Rage Club the first time I applied. And I don't know what I changed on my application to help me get in this time. But I obviously did something.
Even if it was just a case of, like, they could then see that you're viewer average had been going up. They might have just been
Yeah.
as simple as that, like to
Yeah.
see like, oh damn, she the real deal.
Yeah, that could have been it. Or it could have been the fact that I just started, you know, connecting more with Rage Club members on
Yeah.
stream, and was supporting more Rage Club members, and just getting more active in the community and stuff. Because, yeah, I guess I don't know. It's very difficult.
I think the bottom line is you will not get any value out of a stream team unless you give it value. So it's not like it's not a one-stop shop like to free follows and free hacking hosts and that. You need to put the work in. You need to like bring them some sort of value. And if, like I said, if you're not at the stage where you know what your value is yet, then that's okay. Just take a step back. But we hope we have inspired you to maybe check out what kind of teams are out there. Maybe get yourself in one, or in a second one, or in a third one, or in a fourth one if you're Grim.
Hey, now, right?
Right.
I mean, stream gift. I don't really count stream gifts as one as much as the other three. Plant Army, Rage Club, and I nearly forgot Luminary. Can you imagine? Sis would kick me out.
Sis is gonna dislike this video, Grim.
She dislikes anything I'm in, so it's fine. It was
great.
It was inevitable.
It's
it was
interaction.
Inevitable. Sorry. Yeah, true. YouTube loves it. YouTube eats that up. I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah.
I'm happy that I think there's been some cracking pieces of advice in here, and I hope everyone's appreciated it, because I sure as butts have. Is there anything you wanted to say just before we wrap up?
Stream teams are very good.
They're very
Stream
good.
teams are not the be all and end all of Twitch, but if you give them value, they will have value. And like the reason why Luminary has been so good is because so much of us we all put so much effort into it, and it's such a collaborative effort. We don't all just let Sis. We don't just all let Sis do stuff, because if we did, then I'm not gonna say what it would be, but it would be great still, because she compiled it. She got us all together.
You guys are unbelievable.
No, I'm not throwing shade. It's fine. Sis is one of my favorite ever streamers, and so is everybody in Luminary, and I am honored to be in a stream team with such amazing people.
Same. Thanks.
But yeah,
anyway, we will wrap up. We will wrap up, because literally, like I literally could talk about this all night.
Yes.
But I'm not going to, because I want to go and play World of Warcraft. So, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Please do let us know if there are other aspects of streaming, content creation, and gaming. And I reckon me and you should just sit and talk about Elder Scrolls sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what do we want in Elder Scrolls 6? Let's do that sometime. Let's do that.
Great.
Also, spoiler alert, Grim is coming back at some point. I mean, even if you didn't enjoy her, I enjoyed her, so tough.
Yeah, tough.
So yeah, let us know, comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and whatever you don't want to do, it's cool with me. Thank you very much, Grimsevers.
Thank you very much, Don't Rage Quit, for having me.
Follow us both on Twitch, because we're kind of a big deal. And we will see you next time. Bye guys, thank you.
Bye, thank you.